Thank you.
I now call Neil Bibby to be followed by Sandra White.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I welcome the opportunity to speak in this debate about the 20th Commonwealth Games in Glasgow and its potential legacy. I want to particularly focus today on the legacy this international sports event can have for children and young people in Glasgow and across the whole of Scotland. I know my colleague Kezia Dugdale is going to speak later about the importance of having a legacy in terms of youth employability. I think this is a crucial issue given the investment we are seeing and the chance to provide work opportunities and help young people gain the skills they need to get a job. I very much welcome Glasgow City Council's Commonwealth Jobs Fund and the Commonwealth Graduate Fund, both of which will make a significant contribution to employment in Glasgow. But I intend to concentrate on the wider benefits that these games can provide for young people and children in Scotland. Firstly, can I say that it is encouraging that thanks to Glasgow City Council, the Scottish Government and their many partners, the Games are financially on budget and in planning terms on time. One of the most important legacies that can be achieved following the Games is the improved fitness and health of our children and young people. I think we are all aware on all sides of the chamber that active children and young people will improve their health in their early years and continue to benefit from that in later life. The Scottish Sports Alliance and the members raised this important point on the need to improve the basic physical literacy of our children. We must look at all ways in which we can increase the number of children able to run, jump, throw, catch and swim. This is emphasised by statistics on childhood obesity. According to the Scottish Health Survey in 2010, almost 30% of children were overweight or obese, and 32.5% of children had a body mass index outside the healthy range. I'm sure we can all agree that such statistics make worrying reading and require action, but the Commonwealth Games and the Showcase of Sport, along with 2 hours of quality PE for all school children, can and should be aimed at creating a culture of regular participation in sport and physical activity, which in turn would constitute a high step forward in our battle with obesity. I think it's also very important to emphasise that sport and play not only makes children and young people healthier, but can give them the confidence to apply themselves to other tasks that they encounter in everyday life. These aspirations can also, very importantly, give them the confidence to learn, improve their concentration and educational attainment. This has the potential to give our children both healthy bodies and healthy minds. I welcome the recruitment this year of 96 Commonwealth Games Youth Legacy Ambassadors. Youth Legacy Ambassadors have an important role to play in getting young people involved in Glasgow 2014 and encouraging people to be more active. Who better to ensure that the Games have a lasting and positive legacy for young people than young people themselves? I'd like to pay tribute to Young Scot for their work with local authorities across Scotland and look forward to further progress in this area. I think it's also important that we recognise and learn from the success of the Lanarkshire International Children's Games, which took place in August this year. The world's biggest youth sporting event brought together a total of 1,300 competitors and coaches, along with administrators and delegates to Scotland. 77 cities from 33 countries worldwide were represented. Lanarkshire 2011 was the 45th time the Games have been held, but the first time in its history the Games had a legacy plan. This included a focus on education and learning, as well as promoting the importance of health. Event organisers also made a commitment to ensuring equipment purchased and facilities improved would become available to support local sports clubs and the creation of a Lanarkshire-wide youth sports competition involving schools and local sports clubs. Lanarkshire should feel the benefits of hosting the International Children's Games for the years to come. This is exactly what we all want to see across the whole of Scotland following Glasgow 2014. When Wimbledon is on, there's a surge in young people playing tennis for 2 weeks. When the Ryder Cup or golf is on, participation in golf increases. On a day of a football match, I remember as a child going to the local park to try and reenact the match very badly. And I'm sure children still do that today. So there's a fantastic opportunity, therefore, that the Commonwealth Games can provide in showcasing new sports to our young people. 17 different sports in total to inspire future generations. We are also fortunate that Glasgow 2014 will follow shortly after the London Olympics in 2012, which will provide a platform on which the Commonwealth Games can build. London 2012 should provide a significant boost to youth participation in sport in Scotland, and I'm delighted to see that several football matches will be played at Glasgow's Hampden Park. I also welcome Sport Scotland's distribution of 400 free tickets for Olympic events to young people in Scotland. Glasgow 2014 will sell an estimated 1 million tickets to 250 medal events. With this in mind, I'm sure I'm not alone in hoping as many young people as possible get the opportunity to see up close some of the 6,500 athletes the Games will host, and hope the organising committee will consider this when setting prices. I am aware of the need for tickets to raise around £80 million in revenue, but welcome if the Minister could look at how many free or discounted tickets will be made available to schools and clubs, providing the added benefit for guaranteeing full stadiums. I also know the organising committee want to keep admission prices to facilities as low as possible following the Games, and I hope the Scottish Government will consider in what ways it can assist with this aim, so the Games can provide not only an elite sports legacy, but, as John Mason says, a community and grassroots one for the benefit of people in Glasgow and the west of Scotland. I think this has been a good debate so far, and I welcome the opportunity to discuss the progress and legacy of the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. And as my colleague Patricia Ferguson has said, I hope we can discuss the progress of the Games and its potential legacy again in the coming months and years.
Thank you very much.